What? What? What in the world, Bo? What's going on with y'all, man? It's your boy Big Low Country. Hope everybody doing good, man. I'm just checking up on everybody. I'm actually down here in New Orleans, man. Just got finished getting some gumbo with Coach Roney. And hey, man, I just want to check in with everybody about this whole Atlanta Falcons news, man. What in the world? Jake Matthews just restructured. Look, that whole salary cap number is starting to dwindle. It's starting to come down, man. So, it's one of those situations where, we got to kind of figure out, everybody was talking about we might be broke. But look, at the end of the day, it's looking like we might be trying to make something pop off. We might be trying to make something pop off, man. I'm excited about this whole thing. Cam Newton, he's going to restructure. Well, I'm sorry, he's going to sign that new deal with the New England Patriots. So I'm sitting here like, man, I thought for sure he was going to be gone. I thought that might be somebody that we kind of might mess around and, trade down with those New England Patriots. So I'm kind of disappointed about it. Speed Falcons, what's going on, man? I hope you're doing good. I apologize. I'm in a different space here. I'm in our Airbnb, and hold on, wait a minute, 1 second, bro. I see that. I don't want to get that glare in your eyes. Give me 1 minute here. Close this curtain here, bro. I don't want to be blinding y'all. Oh, money about to fall. What in the world? What in the world, bro? All right, okay. All right. My bad, man. My bad. Okay, all right. We good now. We good. Coach Roney said, we want to give y'all a good view. Like I said, we're in an Airbnb. Let y'all see here. We got some nice art and everything over here. We in here trying to do it big. But yeah, man. So you're right, bro. This whole salary cap situation is getting a little bit better. Man. I'm getting excited about it because we actually might be able to go out and make some moves. And what's going on, everybody, family? What's going on, Coach Brandon? What's going on, Asia? I see you in here. But Asia said beautiful. Yeah, that is nice. It is nice. We're like I said, we're down here in New Orleans, man, and I'm definitely excited. Coach Speed Falcons for Life, he said, what's my thoughts about the Falcons going to Pro Day and checking out old Trey Lance? I mean, to be completely honest with you, Coach, man, I wouldn't be mad if Trey Lance was the quarterback. I wouldn't be mad. It all depends on how we go about it. If we trade down and we could still be able to get them, and we could kind of amass, more picks, I'd be perfectly fine with that. I'd be perfect, because that's just one of those situations where everybody does, on that scouting department, everybody does what we're supposed to do, But that's the thing. Is everybody gonna do what they're supposed to do in that scouting department, man? That's the big question. That's what I'm eager to see. So far through this offseason, we've seen that. Terrifying. No, he's done things differently than the way Thomas Dimitroff has done it. But moving forward, are we going to be able to take that next step with this scout? And I'm even Coach Agent, she'll tell you herself, man. It's like, look, we doing what we're supposed to do in this offseason and everything. That's cool. But when it's time to make these draft picks, when the lights get hot, and when they say the Atlanta Falcons are on the clock, what you gonna do with it then, Bo? That's my question. That's what I want to know. Now, this whole Cam Newton situation, man. What in the world, Bo? What's going on with this? I thought Cam was done. Am I wrong for thinking that? I thought it was a done deal. I thought it was an experiment that they tried, didn't work. Next thing you know, I'm driving down to New Orleans, and next thing you know, man, they're like, oh, well, Cam Newton just signed a deal for up to $14 million. I'm like, oh, what in the world, Bo? Oh, man. Oh, shouts out to my homeboy Terror Artist 404. He said, congrats on getting 400 subs, coach. Thank you so much, man. I definitely appreciate that, family. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, so earlier today, we did get 400 subscribers. And I got to thank everybody on the coaching staff for all of y'all support, man. Definitely. Definitely. Devin Miller, he's saying that they should have just traded Cam Newton. Hey, you know, unfortunately, it was one of those situations where they didn't have that option where they could have traded Cam. At this point in his career, I don't know if that's something that you would even kind of consider, to be honest with you. You know, I mean, why even really consider trading him whenever it's one of those situations where, you know, he's injury prone and, you know, let's be honest, he just didn't look good for the Patriots last year. Let's be honest, Devin. Cam, he didn't look like white and blue Cam. he didn't look like Superman Cam. He didn't look like that. He looked very average. And, you know, oh, my bad. Devon. Is that correct? Said I was saying his name correctly yesterday in the day. So Devon, my bad, Devon Miller. I apologize, Coach. You gotta forgive old Coach Lowe, man. I be slipping. I gotta get right. But Cam, he didn't look like one of those guys that was, you know, a MVP candidate. He didn't look like one of those guys that could take over a game like he used to. I ain't gonna lie to you, to be completely honest with you, whenever we played against the Panthers, there was fear in my heart. I feared Cam Newton. I ain't gonna lie when I say that. That was the truth. It was the truth. I feared Cam Newton. I knew that Cam was capable of doing some things that I ain't never seen before. You know? And we've seen it multiple times. Now, we also seen when we locked Cam down, too. We also seen we put Cam in the dirt a few times as well now. So let's not, you know, it wasn't a one-sided coin. Cam had his share of bad days against us. Now, running this Bill Belichick offense, this right here, this whole situation, and look, we talk about this coach's pride all the time, guys. Maybe this is one of those situations where Bill Belichick, that coach's pride is coming into play. Maybe Bill Belichick is sitting here thinking, well, look, I'm Bill Belichick. That's how he says it, Devon. I'm Bill Belichick. And I can coach anybody. And maybe it's one of those cases where he's saying, well, look, Cam is he's talented, physically gifted, but this right here is much like that whole Keanu Neal situation. Yeah, he's talented and he's physically gifted. At the end of the day, skill always outweighs physical attributes. And this is the case with Cam. Cam, he can throw the ball very far. He can throw the ball farther than it's anybody's business. But when it comes to putting the ball in the right situation, putting the ball in the right place, you know, good timing, stepping into throws, good footwork, knowing where everybody's at on the field, knowing that people are open, reading the defenses. Cam sometimes he lacks in that. And, you know, I mean, look, everybody can't have everything. Everybody can't have everything, Bo. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can't have everything. And Space Spear, he said that he just said Panthers sucks. I don't know. Now Devon Miller, he says, but Teddy is a good QB for the Pats. I'm assuming that you're thinking the Panthers. Yeah, I think he is. I think people sleep on Teddy Bridgewater. They often sleep on him. He's a really, really good quarterback. And, you know, unfortunately, it's going to be one of those situations where he just has to he has to do something extremely great for everybody to realize what's going on. You know, he's just going to have to come out the woodwork and do something that people just ain't never seen before before he could really, before people could say, well, wait a minute, hold on now. Teddy Bridgewater might be the truth. And it happens all the time. We see it happen all the time with just random guys. Nick Foles. I knew Nick Foles was a good quarterback before he won the Super Bowl. I knew it the whole time. In Jacksonville, I said, well, Nick Foles, it's not like he's a bad quarterback. He just needs to get put in the right situation. He got with Doug Peterson, got put in the right situation. He catching touchdowns in the Super Bowl and throwing them as well. Now, he left and, he went for the money and, these teams that he's been with since, I mean, they're not, they're not the right situation for him. Yeah, but I ain't knocking nobody for going to get their bag. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you got to do what you got to do, Bo. You got to do what you got to do. Hey, Coach Devon, I hope that's the case. I hope Teddy Bridgewater does blow up. Now, I hope he doesn't blow up too much now against the Falcons. But I hope he blows up. You can blow up, but just keep blowing up to a minimum. That's all you got to do. Just do me a favor. Just do me a favor and just don't do it too big. You don't do it too big, we'll be all right. Now, with this whole Jake Matthews situation, man, and for everybody that's in the chat that's just chilling out with us until everybody else kind of comes in, look, I told y'all that this whole salary cap situation is not as dire as we thought it was. Whenever you get a chance to restructure some deals, hopefully, with these vaccines and everything coming out, maybe in the next couple of years, the salary cap is going to go back up with this NFL revenue. But in the meantime, just go ahead and restructure these deals and put them on the back burner for a little bit. And then, approach it as it comes. My brother has a famous quote. He says this all the time. I mean, he literally says this all the time. And I can't even take credit for it because it's my brother's quote. But his quote is, whoever dies and owes the most wins. Whoever dies and owes the most wins. If you look at all these teams that are that have been making these playoff runs, they keep pushing debt back. They keep pushing debt back over and over again. They continue to do it. So they're in these playoff races. New Orleans Saints, they keep pushing debt back. Los Angeles Rams, they keep pushing debt back. All these guys, they're in these playoff races. Kansas City Chiefs, they keep pushing debt back. They just restructured Patrick Mahomes today, Bo. Just today they restructured Patrick Mahomes. That's what you got to do. You move money around. Yeah, I know everybody who didn't have enough money to pay their bills this month, but they knew that paycheck is coming in the next week and a half. They'll push them bills back. I ain't knocking any of these teams for doing it. I ain't knocking it. What's going on, Coach AJ? I see you in here, man. Coach AJ said we need a safety. At this rate, we need we need Low Country to play safety. Hey, Bo, I'll backpedal. I'll make sure that I play the deepest man. You'll be surprised now, Coach O. Hey, I got quick twitch. Quick twitch muscle, Bo. You'll be surprised. Oh, man. Hey, you tripping, AJ. You tripping, man. But yeah. I mean, I'm definitely thinking that, by the time March the 17th gets here, guys, and I'm just being completely honest with you, and for everybody else that's coming to chill out with me tonight, or this afternoon, because here is 7:16. Because I'm sorry, my bad. What in the world? My bad. Here is 6:16 because I'm actually in New Orleans. But for everybody that's chilling out with me tonight, y'all do a country boy a favor and put your area codes in the chat. I just want to see where all the love and everything is coming from. And while y'all are doing that, I'm just going to let you know, based on this conversation, and once again, y'all know I don't like to tell you that I'm right. I don't like to tell you I told you so. but I told you so. I didn't like doing that. That felt so uncomfortable to me. But I told you so. I told you so. I told y'all that this whole salary cap situation ain't as dire as we thought it was going to be. And we're starting to see that. Guys. Guess what? The cuts aren't done. There's still some heads that's going to roll, especially when we get to March the 17th. But guess what else? There's also going to be some guys that's going to be getting some contracts restructured. My homeboy Terry Artist 404 coming and chilling in with us from the 404, of course. Devin Miller, he's chilling in with us from the 302. He said he'll be right back. AJ from the 256. Stone Decatur, what in the world, Bo? I see you in here, man. What's going on with your family? Hope you chilling out on this Friday night. Hope you good. AJ Evans, you from the 256. What area in the United States is that from? But yeah, if you could just let me know what area you're from, that 256 area code. But like I told y'all, man, and we already know. Coach Daniel Connor, he's chilling in with us from Ireland. But what time is it in Ireland, Daniel? Let us know what time it is in Ireland, man. Oh my goodness, AJ Evans talking about the real title town. Oh my goodness. I actually drove through Alabama today and I was Georgia out, man. All kind of Georgia gear. They were looking at me like I was crazy. They were looking at me like I was a fool. But much love to you in Alabama, AJ. Much love to you. Much love to you, man. The Coach Terry Artist 404, he getting naked right now, talking about Roll Tide. I could swear I could see his shoulder poking through his shirt. Oh man. Dave Connor said that it is 12:18 right now in Ireland. Hey man, well, I definitely appreciate you chilling out with me before you lay it down for the night, bro. Definitely. Now, like I was saying, so right now, the Atlanta Falcons, they're a little bit over 5 million, little bit over 5 million over the cap, right? So just imagine if they restructure Matt Ryan's deal, which I can definitely see as an option. Just imagine if they restructure Julio Jones's deal. I mean, because these guys, I mean, it's not like they're not going to get the money. They're just moving the money around. So opposed to counting towards the salary cap, they could literally apply it as a bonus and pay these guys up front. And who doesn't want to get paid up front, Bo? Who doesn't? Who doesn't want it? So, I mean, yeah, I'm not. This whole salary cap situation, it doesn't seem as dire as we originally thought it was going to be. You know, and I know Coach Rona, she's tied up right now because we actually supposed to go get some charred grilled oysters, and she's in there doing her hair, trying to get pretty to go out to dinner. I just said I'll record this in the meantime, you know, while we're getting ready to go out. But we actually did an off-season simulation, and for all the coaches out there, you know, y'all might remember this, but we did an off-season simulation showing, you know, what we could, like where we could be by the time free agency comes. And, you know, by the time everybody broke out all of the scissors and, you know, everything was done, by the time it was all said and done, we were at 20 million under the cap. What in the world, Bo? You made some good moves with that, Bo. Now we do know that we got 3 additional compensatory picks. So, you know, you got to be able to sign those draft picks. And, you know, I wanted to trade down, but, you know, getting those 3 additional picks that you can't trade away, you know, we got to remember that you know, are we trying to trade down to get that many positions? So, I think right now we're at 9 draft picks with those 3 compensatory picks. Now, if we do trade down and amass, let's say 2 extra picks, can we afford to have 11 rookie contracts? And do we want that many rookies? That's a good question. That's a good question. Like, do we want that many rookies on the Atlanta Falcons? Motivated, dedicated, said, get Alex Mack out of here. Hennessy needs to start. Man, you know what, bro? I ain't gonna lie to you. I know that Alex Mack, he may have lost a step. But if I had the choice between Alex Mack and that experience and a Matt Hennessy, I'm thinking based on, and this is if we could get a reasonable deal done, I'm thinking I might take Alex Mack and let Hennessy play that left guard position. Now, look, Alex Mack, he could definitely be a, Hall of Famer one day, let's be honest, but it's one of those situations where moving forward, we got to make choices from what Arthur Smith and Terry Fontenot said. We got to make choices that are best for the team now, because we want to win now and we want to win later. So we got to make those choices so we can do both of them at the same time. Now, Stone Decatur said, what compensatory pick? So every year, every offseason, based on the players that you released, the NFL will give you compensatory picks based on, the players that you released the previous season. So this year, we got 3 additional picks, 2 picks in the 5th round and 1 pick in the 6th round. So, getting those additional picks, that could definitely help us. But like I always say, at the end of the day, man, it's all about what you do with it. You can have all kinds of shots in your pocket, but are you gonna be like Hamilton and you're not gonna waste your shots? Too corny, Coach Roney, that too much? Okay, all right, okay. Anyway, yeah, man. So moving forward, we just got to make sure that we make the right decisions with what we have. Now, I'm starting to see a trend throughout the NFL, guys, and I don't know if y'all are seeing it or not. And I actually mentioned it a little bit earlier. Quarterbacks. All these quarterbacks are getting these crazy deals, like a Dak Prescott, like a Patrick Mahomes. Excuse me, I apologize, y'all. Road fatigue, like a Patrick Mahomes. Is it one of those cases where are these guys signing and are these teams signing these guys to these crazy big contracts in a legitimate effort to moving forward, knowing that they're going to restructure these deals in the future anyway? Because that's the way it's looking to me. It's like whenever Patrick Mahomes, he just signed a deal last year. Like, why in the world is Patrick Mahomes in a situation where he's trying to restructure this deal already, bro? Like, what in the world? You know what I'm saying? So I'm starting to think that with this whole deal that Dak Prescott got, maybe he was thinking that, well, look, I know that they might try to restructure this deal in the future where, they may try to pay it to me as a sign-up bonus or something like that. It's obvious that, a lot of these deals past that first year, sometimes they're not worth the paper that they're written on. So it sounds like all this negotiation and everything for Dak was just for wanting to know what this guaranteed money is looking like. And when it came to that guaranteed money, Dak got broke off. Let's get it, GA. What the world, Bo? What's going on with your family? I see you, man. Hope you and your family doing good, man. Hey, and make sure that you holler at Little Coach for me. Tell Little Coach that me and Coach Roney really enjoyed his Michael Jackson routine. If y'all don't know what I'm talking about, Coach Let's Get It GA. He actually has a YouTube page himself, and his son actually did a Michael Jackson routine, and it was actually pretty good. I was surprised because a lot of times, kids, they say that they can dance or they'll try to dance, and like they got a little something, but you're like, oh, okay, that's cute. Nah, man, little man can move. Little man can move. I was surprised. Very sharp movements. Oh man, I was surprised, man. But yeah. My bad, man. I know sometimes I get off topic, but yeah, with this whole, I'm just noticing that quarterbacks are really restructuring contracts like it's nobody's business. We're starting to see the NFL legitimately turn into a player-driven league like the NBA, and I've said this on a previous show. No, back in the days in the NFL, if a player was uncomfortable with the team that he was on and he didn't want to play on that team anymore, he would just get hurt, sit out the rest of that season. And sometimes, he wouldn't perform or he would get in trouble, and he would fall off, get a deal with a new team after his contract's up. Next thing you know, this guy's balling out on a new team. We're like, well, dang, where did that come from? Like, he had it in him the whole time. He just didn't want to do it where he was at previously. At the end of the day, that's what it was, man. So, look, at the end of the day, man, we just got to remember that, these guys, they are people too. But to be honest with you, I'm not liking it. I'm not liking this whole contractual renaissance that the NFL is going through. You got a deal, just go ahead and play through your deal, Bo. Go ahead and play through your contract. You don't got to do all the extra stuff. I think a lot of times some of these guys forget that they getting paid millions of dollars to play a kid's game, And look, me and my friends, we get in arguments about this all the time. But I definitely think it's the truth. And look, it's been a tough day with me because this whole weekend, or not this whole weekend, all day long, on the way up here, I've been arguing with my father-in-law because he been getting butt naked for Matt. Not for Matt Ryan, but for Michael Vick. Man, this man got so naked, the state patrol finna pull us over. Talk about, hey, sir, you can't be riding around naked in the car. I had to tell him to put his clothes on. So, look, for some reason, you think I have this undying love for a Matthew Ryan, but it's definitely not the case. It's just like we were talking about last night, Bo. Anybody can get it on Big Low Country Sports. And Matt Ryan slipping up, Matt Ryan ain't doing what he's supposed to do, I would definitely call Matt Ryan out. And he can catch all the smoke. Anybody can get it. I'm watching everybody to make sure they're doing what they're supposed to do, man. I'm watching everybody to make sure they're doing what they're supposed to do. And, I'm not going to make excuses for nobody. Why? You make excuses, that's what gets you in losing cultures. That's how you have your Uncle June bugs. You know what I'm saying? Because there's always an excuse. That's one thing that Coach Roney helped. That's one thing that Coach Roney helped teach me, man. It's like, you can say that, oh, you got the short end of the stick. You didn't get a fair shake on this or on that. At the end of the day, you got decisions to make. And, sitting here complaining about, all the excuses that, that come up, like, that's on you. That's on you, Bo. You can't, that don't got nothing to do with nobody else. That's all on you. So, yeah, man, I definitely think it's one of those cases where, moving forward, we got to make sure that we, just kind of change the whole culture, bro. Just change the whole culture. And, that starts even with us as Falcons fans. That starts with us making sure that if somebody's messing up, We got to make the. You can't hear me? Can you see me? It's still frozen. Okay, okay, okay. I don't know what's going on, man. I don't know. New Orleans. That's what New Orleans trying to stop us from being great, man. They trying to keep us from being great, coaches. Hey, man. Hey, much love to Coach Devon. He said, "What's good, coaches? I got my birthday wish in the evening with the coaching staff. What's good, man? Hey, bro. I'm definitely glad that you're safe today. Make sure that you don't do nothing that Coach Big Low Country would do." Oh man, you stay safe, bro. You stay safe, man. Much love to you, coach. Much love to you. Thank y'all so much for looking out for me, man. Thank y'all so much for looking out for me. Now, look, this on a previous show that we actually have a Facebook page now, a Big Low Country Sports on Facebook. So y'all make sure that y'all check us out. And y'all can actually post things on there too that y'all just find interesting or anything like that. And if it's one of those cases, just kind of like what Coach Devine was saying, he got a chance to spend some time with the coaching staff on his birthday. I make sure that y'all, join that that Facebook page, Big Low Country Sports on Facebook, and you can always post stuff on there. You can always have access to the coaching staff because I check it all the time. Oh man, I check it all the time. So, look, moving forward, I just want to let y'all know, man, that with this restructuring, this isn't going to be the only one for the Atlanta Falcons. There's also going to be some more restructuring that's going to be done, and then random guys like a Jonnu Smith, who I was definitely excited about, and other guys like that are going to be available. We may be able to have a chance to get them. We might be able to have a chance to make a run at guys like that. I definitely think we're going to make a run at one safety, either a strong safety or a free safety. But, I know that we're not going to draft two safeties. Situation, because we have to definitely consider the experience. We definitely have to consider, what, the situation that we're in. I'd rather draft a strong safety than drafting a free safety. I think that, and look, guys like the Andre Siscos and, the Morrigs, they sound good, but I just need some experience back there playing that free safety position. Because, a lot of times that's just your last line of defense. So, moving forward, my plans are kind of changing. Now you kind of said, what do I think about this whole Trey Lance workout? To be completely honest with you, man, I'm kind of excited about it because everything I'm hearing about Trey Lance, because that's also something that we have to take into consideration, Daniel. We have to take into consideration things that we hear about these guys as well. They shouting you out, Devon. We have to take into consideration what we hear about these guys as well. I'm hearing that Trey Lance is just a good dude. He's a good kid. He has his head on his shoulders. Daniel Kahn said that he's a big boy. He's definitely a big boy. He's definitely a big boy. And I mean, as far as people saying, they want those thick quarterbacks with size like the Ben Roethlisbergers, That one of the main reasons Blake Bortles got drafted as high as he did and got all the opportunities that he got is because he was just such a big guy. But, we have to be honest, guys. At the end of the day, it's all about doing this right here. At the end of the day, it's all about doing this. That's all. I honestly feel like, to a certain extent, it doesn't matter how big you are. Look at your boy Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray is not the biggest guy out there, but he's getting the job done. He's getting the job done. Yeah, and moving forward, I definitely think that the size is a big factor, and it's great that Trey Lance is big. It's great that he's a big kid and everything, but to me, it's all about these two things right here: your brain and your heart. That's the most important thing to me, man. Your brains and your heart. And I do agree with you, Daniel. Like, from just from the few clips that I seen, like, he looked good in his workout. But we have to make sure that we don't get caught up in that whole workout warrior. We gotta make sure that we don't get caught up in that whole workout warrior narrative as well, bro. Because we've seen it happen a few times. Look at your boy Jamarcus. He said he could throw the ball 100 yards. I mean, it's just one of those things. It's just one of those things. AJ said, also, did you know that there was a 6'8" quarterback? Dan McGuire is the name. Yeah, I've heard about Dan McGuire. Yeah, I've heard about him. Keon O'Neal, what's going on with your coach? I see you in here, family. Much love to you. Good luck on the team search. Good luck on the team search, Kiki. Oh man! Now look, I need everybody in here. If you've gotten any sort of information from this stream, or you enjoyed it in any type of way, if you could, make sure that you hit that like button for a country boy. I definitely appreciate it. And also, if this is your first time chilling out with us and you just kind of like the feel of this stream and everything, make sure you do a country boy a favor and hit that subscribe button, man. I apologize. This isn't the normal setup, and I know that the camera and the microphone doesn't sound the same. I'm actually out of town. I just wanted to chop it up with everybody for a little bit before Coach Ronnie pulled me away, and make me go to dinner, because, that's pretty much all we're going to be doing in New Orleans. We're just going to be walking and going to dinner. That's what we're going to be doing. Oh, man. Daniel Connor, he's saying that, there's going to be quarterbacks that's in the draft next year as well. And I definitely agree with you, Danny. I think that, it's one of those cases, though, where we have to consider that, we want the right moral guy. And the reason I say this is because, like I said, I've been arguing for the last 5-6 hours about Michael Vick. And I told him that, Michael Vick, he was the guy, he had a lot of the physical attributes, but his morals just weren't there. His morals just wasn't there. AJ Evans says, subscribe or never eat another oyster. Oh, man. Now, and that's the thing that I'm hearing about Trey Lance that I really love, because, to be a quarterback, and this isn't just quarterback. This is just to be a player in the National Football League or any profession, any professional sports league. Like, the reason why they really check your character is because, like, and I'm just being honest, guys. Whenever you get drafted, and whenever you become a successful, not even a successful professional athlete, you have such an ability to take advantage of people. And I'm not just talking about like just getting a free hot dog from the hot dog man. on the street. I'm just talking about even within the organization. And basically what I mean by that is like, let's take James Harden into consideration. They was treating James Harden like a god in Houston. Like James Harden dictated the practices. He dictated, when teams fly. When they arrive in different cities. I've heard rumors about he dictates what people eat. If James Harden didn't like to eat uh, fish tacos, they just didn't serve fish tacos. And James Harden hasn't won nothing. So it's like, they giving him all this power because he's a successful pro athlete. And next thing it's one of those situations where, they give him all this power, and he takes it, uses it. That's why they check the character of guys, and and I'm just kind of taking it back to this whole Trey Lance conversation. That's one thing that I'm really, really paying attention to for my quarterbacks. I want to know, are you the type of guy that's going to take advantage of the organization? Are you going to be like a Michael Vick and, not do what you're supposed to do and, lie to the owner, not go to practice, use drugs recreationally, drugs that you're not supposed to use, fight dogs. I mean, just random things like that. Or are you going to be a guy? And I hate to say it, like, we've never heard anything negative about Matt Ryan except for the fact that, he cussed Julio out on live TV. He told Julio to get effing set. You know what I'm saying? So, it's one of those cases where, Matt Ryan, he's always at all the practices. He even puts together additional practices and things like that. So, that's what I'm really paying attention to for my quarterback. I need to know, is he going to be a leader of men? If there's a situation where a coach isn't involved in the situation at all, is he going to be the person to step up because he knows that, look, if we do this, it's going to help this team get better, not be, downtown dancing with T.I. in the rubber band man video. I'm sorry, I can't get over that. But to answer your question, Daniel, I think that it's one of those cases, man, where Trey Lance could definitely, I think he could definitely do something big in the NFL, especially if he's put with, a team that could take advantage of his skill set and take advantage of his leadership. And there's a lot of other players out here in this draft that are like that as well. Mac Jones, he's like that. The difference between Mac Jones and, a lot of these other Alabama quarterbacks is that Mac Jones could legitimately make all these NFL throws. These other guys, they may have been good leaders, but they weren't making these same throws that Mac Jones was making. And I'm going to be completely honest with y'all. Sometimes I get naked from Mac Jones. Just being completely honest. The same way Coach Terry Artist 404 shoulder was sticking out a little bit for Alabama, that's the same way. Like, whenever anybody mentions a word that starts with A and ends with A, like Coach Terry Artist, he starts taking his clothes off immediately. You don't even listen to the word. You can say Altamaha. He'd be like, oh man. Oh, I thought you said Alabama. So yeah, man. Yeah, I definitely think that Trey Lance, and from the clips that I've seen, he looks pretty solid. But like I said, a workout warrior and actual game, two totally different things. We just gotta be honest, man. We gotta be honest. So I just wanted to check in with y'all, man. Just talk to y'all about this whole Jake Matthews restructuring. And hold on, AJ Evans saying, I'm not saying take Mac at 4, but how difficult was Burrows last year and Max last year in college? Yeah, you got a point, AJ. You definitely got a point. Now, I don't know if you're thinking about this situation with your heart or not, because you just said that you get naked for Alabama too. So, oh man. Well, look, man, I definitely appreciate y'all for chilling out with me tonight. I just wanted to touch in with y'all, talk to y'all about this whole Jake Matthews situation and just all these quarterbacks that are restructuring these deals in the NFL. It just seems like, the original deal doesn't mean anything. I don't know what's going on with that, but y'all be easy. Make sure that y'all share this channel with your friends and your loved ones and everybody else that you're cool with. Don't keep a good thing to yourself. Don't keep a good thing to yourself, man. I gotta go. I'm finna walk around Bourbon Street and probably go see some things I was supposed to see. So in the meantime, y'all don't do nothing that Coach Lowe would do. Y'all be easy. Rise up, 8 times down.